There he is.
What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, big dog? Thanks for popping in, man. I know you're busy.
Yeah, I got your message, and I was like, you know what? I'm just about to cook dinner, but I'll hop in for a couple minutes. So
hey, all right, okay. What's going on? How was this week? I mean, I know there's videos gonna be released, but how did this week go so far?
yeah, man, we're gonna put out a lot of content. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We had a really awesome time to get together, and Devon he's just a good dude on top of all of it. So
right.
Obviously a ton of knowledge with arm wrestling, and he shared a lot with me, and certainly a unique individual is what I would say. He's a character, man. So
definitely.
Yeah, we had a good time though. So yeah, we got a lot of content that'll come out, and that'll be fun to share with people. But it was great. It was great to learn from him for sure.
Okay. Did you feel overwhelmed at all? Did he give you too much? Was there a lot to hold on to?
Honestly, I felt like I wasn't sure, right? Like what was going to happen. I feel like he broke it down pretty well, actually. Like, I mean, there was a lot there, right? And I'm actually going to myself go back and review some of the video stuff. To be fair, much like when I had you come, go back and study some of the video, because there's a lot of little things to pick up just from that. But man, we had a good time. I mean, it was we got on the table, got in the strap, which I know you and I weren't able to do, but we'll have to do here soon. So yeah, it was great, brother. It was really good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm just training my butt off. I got a match next weekend against Travis Bajent, left-handed, and then I
heard. How you feeling? How you feeling about that?
I had a match right-handed that got canceled, and Travis was there, and I was like, let's arm wrestle Travis left-handed. So it's kind of a random, less than a month prep, random match. But I'm going to give it my best. But Travis is training again. He's supposedly in really good form. So we'll see. I'm going to throw everything I got at him left-handed. We're going to see how it pans out.
I tell you what, that'll be fun. Yeah, he's a monster for sure. So it'll be fun to see him back, right?
Right. Yeah, we'll be in the booth commentating the whole event together. So you're gonna hear his crap talking the whole time anyway. Him running around. It'll be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So we got a bunch of people in the chat. I don't know how many we got in here, like 70, 100 people. So we're gonna have arm wrestling in the Shaw Classic. I know we're still setting it up. We're talking more, but the Shaw Classic. What's the date on that again?
So it will be August 16th through the 18th. So the expo, the 16th is a Friday, and the expo will be all day that day. We got a lot of stuff going on the Friday, and then I guess expo will run on Saturday and Sunday, as well as the Strongest Man on Earth will run Saturday and Sunday. But we're trying to. There's so many moving parts. It's wild, but we're trying to make it all happen. I mean, I know a lot of people want to see arm wrestling there, so we got to get it figured out for sure.
So you're going to be next to Carrie with the headset on this year? Are you going to run around with her? Dude, she can't look like that again. She was so tired. I'm like, Carrie, relax, take a seat. Obviously, you perform.
I need to give her a little bit of backup for sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know exactly what I will be doing. We've kind of been going through it, and I'm sure I will find my way into something, but I don't know exactly. I mean, I will feel good once the entire thing is put together, and everything is kind of in place to make it work. But yeah, we've got to figure out the arm wrestling side of it for sure.
I'm down. Luckily, I have my own carry. I got Bridget coming with me, so she's like my carry. She's running around everywhere. She's all go. Dude,
no, I love it.
It's the best. Okay, so I know we're almost out of time. Brian Shaw, one day against Levon. Gonna happen one day? What do you think?
Here's the thing. I think, look, there's a lot of training that needs to happen, right? Like that's for real. And Devon and I talked a lot about this, and I talked a lot about it with you as well. Mm-hmm. You can come into anything with a very high level of strength, right, but we need to train the specific strength that's needed on the table, right? Like that's something that's 100% true, right? You can't get around the hard work that's necessary there. It doesn't matter who you are, how strong you are. It's 100% necessary. So that's what has to be put in. And who knows where things could go, right? Like I think a lot of people, potentially get excited about something like that in the future, but you know, there's steps that have to be taken in the process, right? Like that's you know, that's for sure. So, you know, I think it's exciting, man. I've had a lot of fun, you know, dabbling with it and you know, kind of, you know, figuring things out. You and I will work a little bit more on things as well. And, you know, it's just trying to figure out a game plan, right? Like, I think that's probably the biggest thing that needs to happen now. And then, you know, I know people are excited, right? Like I'm excited. I love that people are excited. And I think, you know, there's people on both sides of it. But, you know, the good news is, and Devon said this too, is after all my years of competing and training and all this heavy lifting, whatever, I don't have any issues, right? So like, I don't have an elbow problem, shoulder problem, back problem, you know, none of that. Yeah. So I'm coming in 100% healthy. And now it's just like Devon kind of put it like, hey, you're just like a big piece of clay that we just need to mold, right? And that's I think the good part, right? If I was walking in and I had, you know, a bunch of surgeries or problems or injuries or whatever, torn a whole bunch of stuff, then that would be a different story. But it's, you know, look, I've stayed really healthy with all that and feel really good. So, you know, there's a lot of buildup that needs to happen, but you know, I think it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. I like learning. I like breaking things down and dissecting it and kind of figuring out what to do and how to attack. And, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's going to be a good time is what I will say. So we'll figure out where it goes, what level it can get to, who knows. But I think everything is on the table for sure.
Dude, I made a few videos to obviously people hit me up to ask about you a lot because there's not a lot of ways to get to for these guys. But I've talked about it at length and like, I think one of the biggest things is that you're not coming into the sport with any kind of pride or like crazy percent, like, oh my God, I'm gonna walk into this and be the man. Like you're willing to put in the work and understand that it might take some time to build up the moves and the connections and all those types of things. It's just gonna take time and effort. And the fact that you understand that and you're down and you understand what real work and focus is, like, and obviously you have all the potential in the world, but like all that, those things like really give a lot of people hope. And like, and I think that as far as you want to go is as far as you'll go, you know, in this thing. And so obviously if I can help or anybody can help, we're all down to help you out.
No, man, what I will say is the community has so far been really, really awesome, right? I haven't got to meet a ton of people, but, you know, what I've seen online is, you know, of course you're going to have people back and forth on everything, but right. It's overwhelmingly been really accepting and positive and you know, it's awesome, man. I mean, seems like a really, really, you know, a lot of good people involved, which is great. And, you know, when you have a community like that and, you know, it's, of course, competitive, right? Like, and the level is higher now probably than ever within the sport. And I know that and I'm learning and, you know, it's understanding. I think the biggest thing is understanding all of the guys that came before, right? And that have built it up because it's you know, it's had a history, a big history. And so it's respecting all the guys that came before and that have literally thrown it, you know, on their backs, on their arms to build it, right? And you know, that's you know, really, really true. So I'm having fun kind of studying some of the history of it as well, learning about you know, different guys and what they have done and their achievements and all this. So, you know, that's something that I want to do a lot more of and learn a lot more. But definitely I were able to go through some of that too and watch some older videos like from the 80s and 90s and like it was a lot of fun to do that too. So
being a fan of the sport, being a fan of anything you get into is the best part. Like when you're first new to strongman, new to anything, you're like, man, I know that guy. That's the funnest part. That's the part that gives you like those butterflies and stuff. And when you meet them or you get to, you know, start climbing, that's the best part. When you're up at the top, it's more lonely and work related. But when you're climbing and you're at the beginning part, that's so fun, man. That's the best part of anything. So like, yeah, I mean, I would do the same. Like all the homework, just start understanding who everybody is and all the histories and stuff. Like for sure, that makes sense.
Okay.
Well, all right, Brian, I'll let you get out of here, man. Thank you so much for popping in here and giving us a little bit of your time. Obviously, you're welcome if you ever want to come through here. We can talk about arm wrestling or anything like that. But either way, I'll hit you up. I'll message you about all the stuff we text about, and we'll get all that figured out. That's basically arm wrestling, the Shaw Classic, guys. We're going to get it there. Maybe a tournament or something like that, but definitely a super match. We're going to get something going on there, and I'll be out there in Colorado. I'm going to Florida next weekend, Colorado. But yeah, and that was August
16th through 18th. Yeah.
16th through 18th, guys. So if you guys are out in the area, please come down and support that. If you're not subscribed to Brian, it's ridiculous, but go subscribe to Brian's channel and all that stuff and support everything. And And yeah, anything else you want to add in before you head out, Brian?
No, man, all the best to you, brother. I'm excited.
Thanks.
To get after it. It'll be fun.
All right, man. Well, yeah, I'll be in contact. You go tell Carrie and the whole family I said hi, please. And we're gonna set up stuff. I'm gonna get out there with you, man. I'm so excited. I want to arm wrestle with you and train.
I love it. Well, let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen.
All right, Brian.
All right, brother.
All right. I'll talk to you. All right, bye. Have a good one.